There are stories that don't begin with privilege or brilliance, but with sweat, dust, and a plastic bucket. This is the story of a young man who was mocked for hawking water on the streets, yet today he employs graduates. It's a tale of resilience, grit, and vision. Tunde grew up in a family where hardship wasn't a stranger. His father had been laid off, and his mother's small business barely kept food on the table. School fees became a luxury they couldn't afford. At 15, he decided he had to help, so he stepped out into the blazing sun with a tray of sachet water balanced on his head. The sun was unforgiving. The insults were endless. The streets were tough. Yet Tunde kept walking. Every sachet wasn't just water, it was hope. He woke before sunrise, bought water at wholesale price, and hit the busiest roads every day. Even when the police chased hawkers away, even when he made losses, he didn't stop. One day, as he washed his feet at a roadside kiosk, he overheard two boys laughing. Imagine hawking water like this. Who sent him? He should better go and learn something. Their words cut deep, but he kept moving. They saw a hawker. Tunde saw a plan. He wanted to scale. He wanted his own kiosk, his own brand. But every bank he approached turned him down. Friends discouraged him. Even relatives told him to give up. People who hawk water don't make it, they said. Go and find a real hustle. But he didn't listen. He saved every naira. He cut off unnecessary spending. On days when sales were slow, he reminded himself why he started. Eventually, he saved enough to rent a small spot near a motor park. He bought a freezer and began selling cold water. At first, no one took him seriously. Passers-by ignored him. But slowly, drivers and passengers came regularly. Within 6 months, he was known as Tunde Water. Then came the opportunity that changed everything. On a scorching afternoon, a bus full of thirsty passengers waited nearly an hour for their usual water supplier who never showed up. Tunde realized this was his moment. He approached the driver confidently. I can supply you cold water every day, he said. The driver looked doubtful. You? Alone? I won't be alone for long, Tunde replied. That was his first contract. One contract led to another. One motor park turned into 2. From 2 came a network. Tunde reinvested every profit. He branded his water, bought more freezers, and expanded. Eventually, he stopped reselling water and began producing his own sachets. What began as street hawking became a growing company. Along the way, life taught him powerful lessons. Humility is not humiliation. Consistency beats talent. Dreams grow only when you fuel them. Success favors structure and discipline. The greatest moment of his journey came when he opened his first water factory. He stood at the entrance watching workers unload machines, engineers installing equipment, and delivery vans lined up. It felt unbelievable. A journalist asked him, "Where did it all begin?" Tunde smiled. "In the sun," he said, "on the streets." The workers he hired included graduates, people with degrees he never had the chance to earn. Those who once mocked hawkers now bought his products. The same community that doubted him now celebrated him. Tunde didn't stop after reaching comfort. He expanded his supply network, employed more young people, and mentored others. He didn't build just a company. He built a legacy. He showed that no hustle is too small and no beginning is too humble. If this story inspires you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And tell me, what part of his journey moved you the most?